Okay, so I'm going to put a point on that line. So I'm going to set the line that I want to put as my reference. I'll put a point on it. We'll go ahead then and set the reference plane for that. And I'll make a small little, and I mean pretty small. We'll leave it a little bit. See, 3/4 would be 1.5 inches. That's large. So I'll just at least leave it as 1 inch. And we'll make that a reference shape. So we'll pick that, and the rest of the reference planes going around, create the form. And I'm not sure about coloring that yet. We might just leave it white. I guess it could be a little bit darker, but that'll be up to you as far as how it renders out. So we're pretty well set with the amount of content I think that we want on this drawing or on this element. So we'll go ahead and save it and load it into the project. And I mean, now we're getting that read of the thickened up element. And I'll just swing around here to see what it looks like on the front side. And I think that's just a little more realistic of what would be happening at those glazing intersections. Now, the other thing that was really troubling me about this was this idea of these two curtain walls coming together, and there's nothing dealing with this intersection, and no real easy way to do it. And so I'm going to suggest that what we could do is rethink the way we're making this shape. So I'm going to go ahead and delete out these forms. And we'll go to, we're going to create another kind of an idea of what we want to do here. So we still want to have this idea of like maybe a sine wave or some kind of a curve here. So I thought it might be interesting to maybe generate a shape based on a little more freeform design. And the nice thing about the NURBS, we have a lot of control over how we modify this surface. And I think we can accomplish a lot of the same goals, but we can keep it as one solid surface. And that makes it much easier to think about panelizing it. And it's one of the advantages of the way we've built our system up, so we could take advantage of it. So with that, we'll go ahead and create a form. And we can move this up until it's not giving us indication of intersecting with level 1 there. I'm not exactly sure why we don't get a snap to that, but I can get it very close. And then we go ahead and divide that form off. Got to select the form. Excuse me. Divide the surface again. Sorry about that. And once again, this was a fixed distance for the floors. So we'll say 12.5. And we'll do a fixed number here. That'll give us solid glazing elements. And we know they're under 12 feet because you can see they're rectangular. We could maybe go to 14 if we wanted to. The idea is to minimize the width of the glass. And then all we have to do now is to apply our pattern system to it. So that's the curtain panel. And I'll swing this around here so we can take a look at it. And I think that makes quite an attractive wall surface. And we have a lot of flexibility now about how deep we make the glass sections. And we can do a whole lot of evaluations about this as a glazing system. So I want to add a another little project, maybe to make like a tornado type structure, and include that in, and then we'll try to bring it all together in a final presentation rendering in the next couple of clips.